Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Alright, so much of all you're complaining, all you don't know what the store is. So let me give all you a little tour. So we're in St. George and we're heading to Halifax Street to be exact. All you pay attention because we're coming up real quickly. And then bam, we're at Charms World. Yeah. So we're right opposite Normal Shopping Center. If you're familiar with the place, this is it. And guys, ta-da! This is what we have to offer. So all your baby accessories, clothing, items, whatever it is, we have it in stock. And guys, that's not all. We have these cute, adorable shoes. All here is a set of baby fever around here. We cater for adults as well. So we do have clothing. We have other items. So come on down. Check us out today. And again, we're located on Halifax Street. It's Charms World. It's opposite Normal Shopping Center.
Yeah, man. So that's Jam's World. You got to check it out. My name is Mikey Hutchinson, and we are happy to have you with us for yet another day, another night, whatever time of the day and night it is in your area, and you're tuned into another Mikey Live program. We always say that we are pleased to have you, and this is a program that brings you updates, not every time that we will have sensational stuff. From time to time, you get pretty much some really hardcore stuff, and other times, things that are happening within the community. And of course, we appreciate the balance. All right. So, of course, we want to say hello to those of you who are with us for the first time, and those of you who are always here. And the people who are always here, we call them the usual suspects, of course, Yeah. So, of course, hello to you. What a day it was today. Rain, and more rain. We'll talk about that. All right. We have an update from the GHTA, as well as some other things on the business that we need to tell you about. We want to say hello to all the people out there in Trinidad and Tobago who have had a rough day today, owing to the fact that it was just so much rain to deal with. These days when there is a lot of rain, you find that there's a lot of flooding, and people are losing their properties and so on. It's crazy, vehicles and stuff like that. It's just interesting what we have come to, really, because, flooding used to be a thing of, we didn't used to talk a lot about flooding for the region like that, and certainly not Grenada. Like I always tell people, there was one time we was at a NADMA meeting, and not so long ago we were at a NADMA meeting, and the issue of flooding came up, and they we don't really need to discuss this, is because flooding is not really something that we are exposed to, so we don't have to. We don't really have to waste time on that. It was just a couple years ago. And now, our new normal. Once it rains, you have to start thinking about flooding. Like, this is just mad. You understand? All sorts of people, even people who are living on hills and valleys, Isn't that something else? Hills and valleys. It doesn't matter where you are. The issue of flooding is something that everyone should be concerned about. So we're going to talk about that. I mean, we are in the hurricane season. We have to start preparing even more. Grenada records a 3-2 victory over St. Kitts and Nevis in the FIFA World Cup qualifier. We have won our last 2 games, which is really good. We won the game here, so we're pretty. Fallen tree near Mungay Bridge. It caused injuries to persons, and of course they were hospitalized. And we have some other things on the program for you. So brace yourself. We gotta let you know headlines brought to you through kind compliments of Quartz Grenada Limited, Digicel Nawasa. We've got Real Value IJ Supermarket. We've got Superb Distributors. We've got the Bigny Insurance. All right, and all the other sponsors on board. Really, it is our pleasure that you are here with us. So if you have not yet done so, we encourage you to call up the family them now. Call up the people them. Let them know that, well, the program has started. Mikey Live is live. So we'll give you a minute to do that, and we'll be back shortly. Don't forget, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments. Did you sell? That lucky person might just be you. If you are looking for electrical and maintenance solutions, contact Max Tech. We offer electrical engineering consultation, electrical system diagnostics, domestic, commercial, and industrial system designs and sizing, electrical installation and maintenance services of systems such as generators and ATS changeover systems, pneumatic and motorized valves, uninterrupted power supply or UPS, sewage pumping systems, portable water pressure boosting, tank filling and or emptying pumping systems, bakery equipment, programming and wiring of control systems, VFD, inverter drives, etc., security camera systems. We also offer affordable solar PV systems, including portable power stations or solar generators, complete solar PV system designs with financial impact statements, PV equipment procurement, installation and commissioning. Yes, we do it all. For all your electrical and maintenance solutions, contact Max Tech, where quality is never compromised. Contact us on telephone number 405-7309. Okay then, so again, welcome to one and all. Well, calling all community members, it's time to celebrate the incredible dads in our lives at the GHTA Fathers Matter Community Health Fair. Now that's in partnership with Fit for Life Medical Services, and they say you can join them on Saturday, June 14 from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Monteruja playing field. This is going to be good, they say. You can bring the entire family for a day of fun, health, and wellness, and come and enjoy that. So they say that they're going to be having free cancer screening, also dental and vision tests. Also, they're going to be having exciting games and fitness demos, and much more. So you might want to check it out. They say, come. This one gonna be nice. Well, today was no ordinary day. We were being affected by a tropical wave. Woo, boy, that was water on top, water down below. You know they say fire on top, fire down below. Well, it was water on top, water down below. I think it's safe to say that across the nation, persons reported, minor flooding in some areas. So yes, there were little flooding in some areas. There were also little incidents and accidents that took place as well. Woo. And we are off for another rainy night. and day tomorrow, possibly. So, y'all, grab your umbrellas, grab your raincoats, because it's going to be wet. Of course, again, we are in the hurricane season, so this should be of no surprise to anyone. All right, now a central Atlantic tropical wave is along 53 degrees west, south of 17 degrees north, approximately 500 nautical miles. It might be less now, east of Grenada. It is moving westward at around 10 to 15 knots. So, as you can see, scattered showers are evident near the southern portion of the wave axis. Alright, now at its current speed, the axis of the wave is expected to traverse the island chains on Thursday, with modules somewhat suggesting cloudy skies, moderate to heavy showers, and possible thunderstorms. That's going to be happening tonight. All right, there's a low chance of flooding overnight, and some degree of flooding possible tomorrow as well. Of course, we do have our weather segment, so later on in the actual weather segment, we can actually go deeper into that. But there were some occurrences today. Fallen trees. There was a vehicle. I saw actually two vehicles that lost control, and they run off the road. Of course, sometimes when the road is wet, the vehicles get a little harder to control. So I've seen two of that. Then I've seen some landslides, over the hills. Not too much to talk about, but of course where they have done this new construction, while they widen the road to that rock, because it's so vertical, you'll find that when there's a lot of rain, you get like a slide. And I think it will be a matter of time, and then it should settle down after a while. All right, a large tree earlier today near the Mongate Bridge, that's close to the Hubbard's Car Show, fell, resulting in injuries to two individuals. Now, according to reports, those persons were taken to the general hospital to seek medical attention. Well, I don't think it was life-threatening. I didn't get that impression. All right, but of course, those persons were injured, and according to the ministry, a crew was immediately mobilized to remove the obstruction. All right, because when I passed there, all of that was already removed. So, that should be good. And then there were other little things happening. I think I saw a breadfruit fell on a bus's windshield and broke the windshield. And so now that we are in the hurricane season, the responsibility is all of us, property owners that's close to the road, also that is close to other people's property that poses a threat. I think it's only fair that we pay attention to those, and if we have to do some trimming and so to mitigate against any sort of harm to others, then by all means we should go ahead and so do. All right, so minor flooding, nothing to talk about, little occurrences. So I think it's fair to say we dodged a bullet. Well, yeah, I think we made it fairly okay for the most part. Right. So Rakim McFarlane, he's a Grenadian student studying aeronautics and astronautics at the world-renowned Massachusetts Institute of Technology. That's MIT. Well, you've heard about that institution. Now, he's giving back to his homeland, and that is by virtue of co-hosting a free STEM summer camp for high school students. Now, McFarlane, who is an alumnus of Bishop's College and the T.A. Marshall Community College, all right, TAMCC, will co-host the robotics and the wind energy summer camp from August 5th to the 15th, 2025. That excludes the 12th and the 11th, all right? Well, back in our time. That's going to be hosted on the T.A. Marshall Community College's campus in Grenada. Now, the initiative is a collaborative effort between McFarlane, fellow MIT student Ronaldo Lee, and local education partner, that's Delta Plus, with full funding, they say, provided by MIT's PKG Fellowship. which is a program that supports public service and community innovation projects. Now, designed for students ages 15 to 18, the camp will provide hands-on experience in robotics and renewable energy. It's also going to be offering participants a chance, that is, to engage with cutting-edge STEM concepts in a practical and accessible way. So, application is now open, and you can submit your application until July 7th. So interested students, you can apply online using a link. Now, we have done earlier today, we've actually posted a flyer that contains all the details and so on our page, so you may want to reference there. You may want to go there so that you can, understand? So, yeah. So Grenada didn't do too bad against St. Kitts and Nevis. That's in the FIFA World Cup qualifier. Now, we actually have been doing good in our last. I forgot to show a little down tree. Yeah, big tree. Yeah, I just realized the high day for y'all. So, bye. The games very intensive. But Grenada just doing so good. We've been winning. We're winning. When Grenada lose, we hear about it so much. So when we win, why don't make noise, boy? Make noise, boy. Hey. We win. We secured a thrilling 3-2 victory over St. Kitts and Nevis. You understand? That was last night, yesterday, boy. That was played at the Warner Park Football Stadium. That was the final fixture of the second round of the CONCACAF qualifiers for the FIFA World Cup 2025. Costa Rica finished at the top of the table, at the top of the group, and will advance, having secured 12 points from their 4 matches, while Trinidad and Tobago and Grenada both ended on 7 points. Trinidad and Tobago will also advance as a second place team in the group due to their superior goal difference of 9 plus 9 compared to Grenada's plus 4. Although Grenada's journey in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers ends here, the team's performance reflects significant progress and competitive spirit through throughout their campaign. I think this year we have to say that the team really fought. They fought hard. You understand? And so we do have to commend them for their efforts. Guys, congratulations to you. A win is a win. They don't say, and a win is a win. Because even though you don't advance, but you win. You understand? You narrowly did not, so that's fine. That's fine. Slow progress is still progress. All right, so congratulations, guys, and better luck next time. Okay. What's breaking the internet? We're staying away from some of them things and them, and some of them bacchanal and thing, we long move past that, Eventually, you gotta get mature in your craft. You understand? So we matured in our craft, so we don't entertain certain sensational topics just for the sake of views. If you realize we are committed to, the people's business. So we ain't about drama and things like that. There was one point in time for that. Right now we're on a different trajectory. Well, let's see. Yeah, man. Keep your eyes on the prize. So, now also have had some challenges in Carriacou, but they're alright. They're working. You understand? We have a little update for you. Oh gosh, not enough. We have a little update for you from Carriacou. So let me see if you think there. So here we go. Yes, and that comes from NAWASA, the National Water and Sewage Authority, advises residents of Carriacou that due to ongoing operational adjustments, the water distribution network will not reopen today as was previously scheduled. All right, but will now resume operations tomorrow, God's willing, at around 6 a.m. So they're committing to that. They are encouraged to continue utilizing your stored supply. So the city like to apologize for any inconvenience that is caused. Things that are happening, the Pisa Road enclosure that's been getting trouble, continues to get trouble, but while they gain trouble, Faris Construction and their team, they are trying to stabilize that area and have a retaining wall constructed in a reasonable amount of time to minimize the amount of delays that piece of road is causing. Closure continues to be a nice connecting point from persons on the eastern side of the island to the western side of the island, to the middle of the island, if you understand, through the middle of the island. So anytime there's an issue with the closure road, that is a big problem. It's not a piece of road that you hear about all the time, but it is a major connecting point from east to west and west to east. So we hope that that piece of road, they don't get too much trouble to Farai and his team. I gotta big up Farai. That's time, because when I was about to build my house, I think Farai passed and they see the thing, and Farai say, don't do that so. That time the man in my contractor, he said you should do it so, you should do it so, you should do it so, you should do it so. My contractor was very receptive to those ideas. We adopted those ideas, and we have to say thank you to Farai for his suggestion. Not now he had to pay for. You understand? So I have a lot of confidence in his work. So big up to Farai. Somebody tell Farai, Mikey say big up. You understand? All right. We're going over to the Met Office. All right. Nadma had a nice little program today, and they were talking about how we should prepare ourselves for the hurricane season and considering the needs of our family members. All right, and just being able to satisfy those needs at last minute. Like if a hurricane happens, if a disaster strikes, God forbid, and you have to leave your homes, that you have everything that you need to satisfy your own needs and those of your dependencies. So whether you have young children, having enough, medication, fever medication, your formula, your food, and we never use formula. My two boys, never. Zero. No formula. 100%. No formula. No formula. No sodas. Zero. No food. Zero before 6 months. Zero. No food, no water. Zero. No food, no water. Strictly breast milk for 6 months straight. When the child reaches 6 months, you start to introduce them to water and other things. The child don't need no water. Give the child, put it. Okay? Before 6 months. Hello? You want a child to be bright? You want a child to be brilliant? You want a child to be above the rest? Athletic? Clear thinking? Energetic? Bright like bulb. Don't put nothing else in that child's mouth except your breast for the first 6 months of his or her life. This is a little trick that was taught to us by the nurse, right? When we were doing, clinics before the baby come along, we followed her consult to a T. All right, Grenada has some really good nurses. Really good nurses. Unfortunately, if we don't realize that, then they go somewhere else where they feel a little more appreciated. And for years, we have been bleeding nurses. There are some of them, they're horrible. Yeah, one, she playing highty-tighty, and she teaching church, making more noise than anybody else. Listen, I despise the woman so much because she didn't know she did on video. And I see her in action. I see the ish in action. And I stand, you see them in church, holier than thou, making you feel like you're less worthy. You understand? And when you see how they're treating people, children, I see her on video when she don't know she did on video. I say that could never be a AI. So yeah, some of them, they rotten, right? Putting up face rotten, and they're making things hard for the really good nurses. Yeah, some of them nurses, they are so genuine, so caring. You understand? Listen, Colimo in Wester Hall. I don't think she did again in Wester Hall. I know she had moved, and I don't even know she didn't get it again. Colimo was such a good nurse. Colimo is bang on target with our estimations in terms of when delivery is going to happen, how the progress of the child is going. But she gone. Oh God, it break me heart. You understand? Sweet nurse. You understand? But then when you hear she have colleagues working in the hospital and things like that, you know, and other people are getting some bad experience from other nurses, and they go and wash all nurses in the same water. Hazeland. Hazeland. Yeah. They wash all of them in the same water. You understand? Horrible people. Some of them horrible, and they're making it hard for the good ones. Let me tell you. Watch. When my son was what, like 2 or something like that, and he had a seizure. My son had a seizure. He had never slept in his own bed. My God. Never slept in his own bed. Always cuddles with his parents. Partner had a seizure. Had to be hospitalized. It's a freaking hard transition for a toddler. It's a hard transition for a child. You just leave him. He's going to be wondering what is going on in a new environment. People he don't know. Ting. But by that time, I asked the nurse, can we give him a device and we asked the day nurse that like a tablet or something, you know, to keep him company. So. Or if there's an emergency, we can maybe communicate with him or something like that, you know. My wife and I think we slept in the car for 2 nights. Sleeping in the car. I don't go nowhere. Listen, it was hard. You think it's easy to sleep in a car? But I don't live in my child no way, boy. Watch the security run me about 50 times. Secure, you gotta call police on me. He's not leaving this hospital with my child in it. You're mad. The most I could do is I go stay in the car in the parking lot. You understand, boss? I could stay in the parking lot. That's as much as I could do. That's the best thing I could do for you right now. Yeah, I mean, I slept in the car. Well, I don't really sleep. I spend the time in the car. 2 days. Right? When the time finally come, I had to go home, go bed and thing to come back and sleep in the car again. Right? I figure I asked the nurse, the daytime nurse say, okay, yes, give the child the device, you know, to keep him like a company. Ting, and says, okay, yeah, that's fine. Give the child like a device. Ting, children and bright. I heard the Prime Minister say we keep taking devices from children. We should give them more. He said that in his own mouth. I agree with him, man. You grow your child how you want to grow your child. With your knowledge or lack thereof. I go grow my child how I think it's best to grow my child. I want to set a certain path for my child. You don't come to tell me how I think my child. But there are rules to follow. So me no breaking no rule. Can I give your child a device? Yes. Late now. Nah, not late, about at 10 o'clock the night now. He called. Like beyond 2. Maybe 2.5, 3. When I think about it. 2.5, 3. He called and he was crying. And he said his hands are hurting him. His hands are hurting him and it's bleeding. Right? That man crying. So we call the hospital. We say, nurse, my son just called and his He's crying. He says the IV on his hand is bleeding and it's painful. Why don't they give the child device so far? And they get them in. What the child with device and they make it. Nurse, we can talk about that anytime. Okay, I hear you. Can you see after the child, and then we can have this discussion after. But I didn't do that, and all the must go. I say, wait, now I thought I had weight. I thought when you hear it's Mikey Hutchinson, you ought to behave yourself a little bit because you don't want to put on blast. But then I realize they are so accustomed with that kind of stuff that they are so evil in the evilness that they don't even care because all they know is evil. You understand? Because if you are so concerned about what you're doing, you hear a 3-year-old crying, 2.5, 3 years. Honestly, I do not remember. It's around that. You attend to the child. It's only a child. And if you think that the parent did something wrong by giving the child a device, the child will have to pay for that. And the child will treat me how you want, tell me what you want, but take care of the child. All you, hold on. Hey! Don't rush me not telling all of this story. Don't push me. Take all the time with me. Right. So, she go on, and I know the lady. Well, I didn't know why. But then, a little bit after I recognized who it was. Hey. She talk. Nothing about the child, yo. Nothing about the child. You see, okay? Ting. All you, while all that is going on, small man crying. The phone is still on video. Right? The phone is still on video. After the phone conversation between I and the nurse was finished, that man call, cry, he cry, he ball, he cry. The evil nurse does not know that the phone was still on. That child cried until he fell asleep. I stayed on that call for 20 minutes after she hung up that phone. 20 minutes. A 2.5 or 3-year-old child. Honestly, I can't remember the age at the time. I traumatized. Right? The evil nurse did not attend to the child until 20 minutes after the call was ended. So in other words, the child was in pain with his IV bleeding for what amount of period of time prior to the call. Then there was the call. Then there was the after call. 20 minutes after. 20 minutes later. That call was still on. That child was still crying and she don't know. How realizes she? When she finally went to attend to the child, I realized it's the woman in the church. You hear me? I realized was the woman in the church. Because when she stood over him, I said, but, what? That time she don't know. Okay? And the reason why I never made an issue out of it is because the inconsistency. You have the best of nurses and then you have the worst. And the thing is, when you talk, the bad ones infiltrate, they affect the good ones in a negative way because everybody gets branded. To this day, I see her all the time, maybe every Sunday. I have not brought it to myself, even if I didn't church talking about forgiveness, to forgive that woman who don't miss a Sunday. And feel that when I go in hell, you going somewhere different. Joke you making. You are not the one judging. And at the end of the day, let me tell all you, God don't like that against his children. You hear me? God doesn't like that kind of thing against his children. Do not punish a child based on anything that the parents would have done. If you do not like your job, leave for somebody else. And you know the problem why these nurses are able to survive the healthcare system is because of the scarcities, because there are so few nurses that there's no room for apprehend. There's no room to apprehend. There's no room for punishment. If you decide that, okay, you're going to punish her by 2 weeks no pay, or however they go take it, however they go treat it, there is a void on that ward because they ain't no more nurses. So in other words, the system, the hands are tied. So the evil continues to do evil amongst the good. You understand? And there is the problem. Therein lies the problem. You understand? Yes, my son went through that. My son went through that. And if Mikey Hutchinson's son could go through that, oh God, I'm sorry for those people who don't have a little name, who name shorter than mine. I'm sorry for all you. But don't take my word for it. Even their own colleagues, some of their own colleagues would admit that this one, yeah boy, she evil. Or that one, yeah boy, she evil. Or that one, yeah boy, she do easy, you know. So even their own colleagues would admit it. But again, there is a wider problem. You understand? Because there are so few in numbers, the demand is higher. So that means that when they do wrong, there's little or no chance of them being held accountable for their inconsistencies and misbehaviors. Because when we do so, who else we put in there? And maybe these nurses, maybe some of those bad ones were good at some point in time, and circumstances make them who they are. You understand? And I understand that too. Long shifts, having to work with little than ideal, under little less than ideal conditions, and all of that stuff. So over time they have gotten cold. You understand? Over time they get ice cold now. So sometimes circumstances make these people what they have become. But ever so often you have to snap out of it. Yeah? Because you cannot become the things that you complain about. You cannot become worse than the things that you complain about. And that is the problem. If you want money, go somewhere else and work. If you do not have that genuine heart for caregiving, don't do it. Because that's the primary reason why people will come to, they don't come into you, they come to the general hospital for treatment. But if they have to meet beasts like you, then there's a problem. You understand? This set of stuff sweet like sugar apple, like sapodilla, they're sweet. And then shift change is mass. You don't have to take it from me. You understand? Anywho's, so that's it. Alright? So yes, we're moving on. I hope one day I will be able to find it in myself to forgive. What's her name is again? She was going now? Oh, she trembling now. She I don't call it a name, you don't want it. I have the weather outlook for you as promised. We just received it from the Met Office. Remember that we are expected to be affected by another tropical wave. So let's get right into that. Now, what we can tell you is that Central Atlantic tropical wave is along 54 degrees west north, south, 54 degrees west, south of 17 degrees north, approximately 452 nautical miles east of Grenada. Is moving west at 10 to 15 knots. Now, scattered moderate convection is noted from 8.5 knot to 12.5 degrees north between 48 west and 56 west. At its current speed, the axis of the wave is expected to traverse the island chain on Thursday. So before that, models suggest cloudy skies, moderate to heavy showers, and possible thunderstorms. All right, tonight. Also, warning: possible flooding and landslides in vulnerable areas may occur. Please, again, possible flooding and landslides in vulnerable areas may occur. Now, in terms of the localized weather, we received that earlier today. What we can tell you is that here we go. Here we go. Yes, weather is expected to be cloudy to overcast and windy, with light to moderate showers becoming heavy at times and a medium chance of isolated thunder. Again, warning: possible flooding and landslides. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be around 23.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to rough with waves 6 to 9 feet in easterly swells. A marine advisory remains in effect. So we can tell you about Thursday as well. Flooding is expected, but a low chance of that. Weather is expected to be mostly cloudy and windy with light to moderate showers. And the warning for tomorrow: low chance of flooding during the morning period. Tonight's minimum temperature 29.5 degrees Celsius, and tonight's max 29.5, minimum just around 23.5 degrees Celsius. We've got the winds coming in from the easterly to east-southeasterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times, and seas moderate to rough with waves 6 to 9 feet in easterly swells. And the marine advisory is also in effect for tomorrow, God's willing. So don't forget, for the rest of the week, we've got a marine advisory. So all be safe out there. Outside of that, we want to big up those of you who are currently locked in on YouTube: Hillary, Celine, Marcus, Cher, and Tonya, and the whole crew. We are saying hello to you. Likewise, those of you who are on Facebook: Sylvina, Margaret, also Bernadette, Hazeland, Leisha, Wagwan, Java, the principal, y'all, yeah, do what Java say. Diana, Stephanie, and everybody else. Shireen, Wagwan. Shireen, how's Canada? Shireen, you want to know the church? What? Come on, that's obvious, isn't it? Yvonne, Wagwan. Valerie, how are you? So all you, big up all yourself, be safe. And Asan, don't forget, prepare yourself. We are in the hurricane season, okay? So, family, taking a break. Well, we're going to leave you with a word from our sponsors. In fact, no national report tonight, all right? Leaving you with a word from our sponsors. Take care. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja! No! Blessings.
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon.
Car insurance that includes
Free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
Yay! The heat is on! The heat is on! But there is a hope! You can take the heat out of your daily lives by investing in a classic lighting solar AC today. All you hear that? Do you know what a BTU is? British Thermal Unit, measuring the amount of water needed to raise the temperature of 1 pound of water by 1 degree Fahrenheit. So, brethrens and sistrings, whether you're roasting in your office or sweating in your jupa, the classic lighting solar AC is here to help cool things down. So don't be a fool, let's play it cool with the classic lighting solar AC. the only system you don't have to pay to use after you've purchased it. Remember, the heat is coming! The heat is coming!
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Alright, so much of all you're complaining, all you don't know what the store is. So let me give all you a little tour. So we're in St. George and we're heading to Halifax Street to be exact. All you pay attention because we're coming up real quickly. And then bam, we're at John's World. Yeah. So we're right opposite normal shopping center. If you're familiar with the place, this is it. And guys, ta-da! This is what we have to offer. So all your baby accessories, clothing, items, whatever it is, we have it in stock. And guys, that's not all. We have these cute, adorable shoes. All here is a set of baby fever around here. We cater for adults as well. So we do have clothing. We have other items. So come on down. Check us out today. And again, we're located on Halifax Street. It's John's World. It's opposite normal shopping center.
If you are looking for electrical and maintenance solutions, contact Max Tech. We offer electrical engineering consultation, electrical system diagnostics, domestic, commercial and industrial system designs and sizing, electrical installation and maintenance services of systems such as generators and ATS changeover systems, pneumatic and motorized valves, uninterrupted power supply or UPS, sewage pumping systems, portable water pressure boosting, tank filling and or emptying pumping systems, bakery equipment, programming and wiring of control systems, VFD, inverter drives, etc. Security camera systems. We also offer affordable solar PV systems, including portable power stations or solar generators, complete solar PV system designs with financial impact statements, PV equipment procurement, installation and commissioning. Yes, we do it all. For all your electrical and maintenance solutions, contact Max Tech, where quality is never compromised. Contact us on telephone number 405-7309.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.